Those Alps caught us off guard. I thought we were gonna lose the camp then. Do you think they will return in force and overrun us?
No. Those combat mechs were under the command of just one Alexiter. He won't tell the others about us until he has been successful in his mission. Otherwise, he'd have to admit his failure.
So, we might be safe.
Yes. For now. Finish your work. We have a lot to do.
Yeah. If I needed a hurry up, that was it.
You say so.
Well, the blade is dull.
It can't continue like this.
Why did he do that?
Not now. Good. I've just finished my preparations. The ELEX is ready.
How do you take it?
Take it. We eat it. We will dine together and share our meal with a few friends.
You have friends?
Oh, these friends are the closest you can imagine. And, as an added bonus, they will help us get into the minds of our enemies. Then follow me.
That wasn't a good move.
Not now. Here, I prepared this soup from the heads you brought me. Their brains may have been pitiful in life, but they concentrated the ELEX they were given. Now, that ELEX becomes ours.
You're a cannibal?
Can you honestly say you aren't? Many soldiers have turned to eating the flesh of the fallen if they are cut off in battle. My unit became stranded in the mountains, surrounded by clerics. My comrades fell one by one. I was starving. The ELEX was leaching from my body, just as it has from yours. I was given a chance to survive, and that moment changed my life. Those bodies would have been cast into the converter to recover the ELEX from them. So why not eat them there and then? Nutrition, ELEX, they kept me alive. They kept me in Alb.
That's the real reason you were thrown out of Zakor, isn't it?
Short-sighted stupidity. So what if I ate the bodies of fallen soldiers? So what if it was more than once? All I did was remove the need for a converter. So where's the issue with that? They call themselves Albs, yet they act with blind emotion.
So that's why you wanted me to bring you those heads.
I told you our plans were aligned. You got your information, didn't you?
And you got this by eating their brains?
Of course not. You can't read dead minds. I'd been to all those places myself.
So you lied to me.
What are you, a vegetarian? If you kill an animal, would you leave it to rot rather than eat it? I don't kill Albs to eat them. I'm not crazy. But if they're dead, they can make me stronger. They can make us stronger.
You seriously want me to eat that?
If you want to turn down good food, that's up to you. Or are you judging me like they did in Zakor? Are you going to try to force me from this camp?
That depends. Are you going to try and eat me?
Commander Jax, favored servant of the hybrid. You must have a lot of ELEX in that brain of yours. But I only eat what I kill. Are you going to make me kill you?
How about you stop eating people and work with me? If you really are only eating for nutrition and ELEX, then what if I could show you an animal with concentrated ELEX in it?
What animal? There's only one animal I can think of, but I don't know how I could find it.
Tell me where it is and I will help you.
You would? Yes, well, maybe together we could bring it down.
So tell me about this creature. Where can we search for it?
I've heard of a cyclops in the southwest of Tavar. It's rumored to have its own following of mutants that hunt out ELEX for it. The heart of that creature, it would make for a meal beyond imagining.
Then I'll bring you the Cyclops' heart. But one thing before I do. Never lie to me again.
Yes. I've found it hard to find people I can trust. But I see I was wrong about you. You have my word. From now on, you will hear only truth.
Good.
Very well. But trust goes two ways. How do I know that I can trust you?
If I wanted you dead, you already would be.
Perhaps.
We've got this far without killing each other, so let's try keeping it that way. Here's the Cyclops' heart.
There. The ultimate ingredient.
Great. Happy dining. About your meal.
Yes?
I hope you enjoy it, but don't expect me to eat it.
Are you sure? You don't know what you're missing.
I think I do.
We're not likely to find a delicacy like this again. You should take advantage of this opportunity. Trust me, you'll like it.
No thanks. I think I'd rather be eaten by a troll.
Very well, as you wish. I'll begin my preparations now. You know where to find me. Your logic, your strength, they've deserted you. Sentiment and emotion might win you friends, but they won't get the job done. Loyalty is not without end, Commander. I can't stand by you if you continue with these weaknesses.
That was great.
You're right. We should stop Alexander Parsec before he finds us.
Then let's make it quick. Time is running out.
So, my scouts did report the truth. You don't know how much running around I've had to do to get here. The whole of Zakor must have heard about you by now. Jax, back from the dead.
Yes. It looks like you could get yourself the whole reward for my capture, Parsec.
Reward? We work for duty, not reward. You've picked up the habits and speech of the free people, Jax.
Send the machines away, and I will tell you the whole story at my camp.
Very interesting. I'll have to refuse your offer. Your little camp won't offer much hospitality now. The machines I send certainly won't leave much left over.
Well, this guy's an asshole. Who is he?
He's an Alexander, servant to Tarek, slave to the hybrid. But you shouldn't underestimate him.
You should listen to him.
Yeah, I've never really done that. I'll crush you!
Listen!
So, happy we're taking action now?
That's a start. Come on, you were the one who got me into this. You must want to finish it.
What's the rush?
You told me all of Magalan was in danger. Isn't that enough?
And you were someone who only cared about Tavar. Why the change?
You wanted to sell me a cause, you've sold it.
Just like that?
What's the matter with you? Can't you be happy with that? I believe in the free people. I want to stop the Albs.
What? You want them to trip over your corpse? Because you being dead isn't going to stop them. You need to be alive to stop them.
What the fuck would you know about being alive?
What's going on here? What aren't you telling me?
What are you going on about? I only take the same risks as you.
I fight to win. You don't seem to care about dying.
That's crazy. Why would I not care? Fuck you, I know more about living than you do. Fuck it. Okay, yeah. You should know. I have Grey Death.
Grey Death? Are you sure?
No, I'm making it up. One thing I've heard makes a girl more attractive is the rumor she's got Grey Death. I've got it. It's terminal, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
You're giving up?
Do you know anyone who has survived it? So I might as well do something that makes a difference. I might as well do something before this thing kills me. So either you help me and we kill Parsec, or you let me do it my way.
There are legends that speak of a cure.
Legends? Legends?
There must be some truth to them.
So what? You think I should spend my days checking the cleric's archives for legends instead of being out here fighting? What if I die without finding an answer?
What if you buy yourself another 40 years?
It's fantasy.
So was coming here. You didn't believe this would make a difference. Stay with me. Keep looking for kicks if you want. And I'll find you a cure in the cleric's archives. There has to be a clue somewhere in the Horde.
Do what you want.
Just don't get killed while I'm getting you a cure.
You're a believer, aren't you? You came out of nowhere, just drifting around the wilderness, and now you believe you can save all Magalan. Someday you're gonna tell me the whole story.
I advise alt. State your business, only official.
How many times?
Until you understand.
Get out of the way.
The archives are restricted. Why should I let you enter?
Why aren't the archives open to everyone?
Because what we store here is precious, as is the space to study. Some specialists are given their workshops, their fighting mechs. This is a place dedicated to learning. The only people allowed into the archives are those who have authorization, or who have reached at least the rank of Acolyte. Is that clear? So, tell me, why do you think I would let you into the archives?
Is there a special password?
What? No. You just need to be authorized.
Computer controlling access to something. computer control.
Only faith will free.
Plants of Magellan, their structures, life cycles, and habitats. Maybe this is what I need. Here. Gasumble usually grows in shady, heavily overgrown low areas. And here is gray cabbage, usually be found on grassy hills in the highlands. Okay, now I know where to look for the ingredients. Here, treatments for gray death. This book gives me instructions on how to make a remedy for the disease from gasumble and gray cabbage. That's the ingredients, but it will take an experienced healer to make the cure.
Who's sneaking around out here?
Воспоминания о войне, правда о железном кулаке. Поскольку наши братья и сестры легко поддаются искушению посплетничать, позвольте мне раз и навсегда разъяснить, каким образом Эрик Железный Кулак победил наших роботов. Это случилось в то время, когда способности берсерков начали улучшаться. Они стремились посадить свои так называемые сердца мира не только в Эдане, но и за пределами своих границ в Лигнадоне. Чтобы дать им отпор, мы направили туда несколько боевых роботов. Сначала им сопутствовала удача, и многие воины врага были убиты или спаслись бегством. Затем роботы столкнулись с Эриком, но он победил их вовсе не силой маны, как утверждают берсерки. На самом деле имело место обычный отказ аккумуляторного блока. Железный кулак не может считаться героем, это все лишь пустая пропаганда. Не верьте в могущество магии, поскольку оно чудовищно преувеличено. Доклад директора лаборатории. Отчет заражения персонала ELEX. 73-й день после катастрофы. Загрязнение удалось локализовать. Также фильтры позволили нам выделить несколько образцов для экспериментов. Вещество, несомненно, пришло к нам с кометой. Но как оно смогло так быстро распространиться? 75% всего персонала отстранены от текущих задач для изучения вещества. 74-й день после катастрофы. Начались первые симптомы у персонала, контактировавшего с зараженной водой. Нам все еще не удалось расшифровать молекулярную структуру инопланетного вещества. 75-й день после катастрофы. Саймон сделал невероятное открытие. Энергия. Вещество накапливает внутри себя энергию. Но он считает, что к ней легко можно получить доступ. Другими словами, мы нашли новый источник энергии. 76-й день после катастрофы. Оставшиеся среди нас политики уже презентовали идею широкой публике. Мы называем вещество ELEX. Негативные эффекты мы сохранили в секрете. В такое время хорошие новости важнее. Вся моя команда теперь занята адаптацией наших технологий под новый источник энергии. Если нам повезет, это станет большим вкладом в дело нашего выживания. Возможно, у катастрофы есть и положительный аспект. Если мы сможем заставить это вещество работать на нас, нам откроется путь к дальнейшему технологическому процессу. Естественный рост. Газовые зонтики, серая капуста. Газовый зонтик обычно растет в тенистых низинах с буйной растительностью. Серая капуста обычно ее можно найти на травянистых склонах в горной местности. Запрещенный текст. Мои исследования. Мне стало известно, что в прошлом нами уже велись эксперименты с ELEX. Встречаются отдельные тексты с упоминанием об этом. Это следует хранить в тайне. Более того, очевидно, что все мои исследования следует хранить в тайне. Мои братья и сестры ослеплены своей верой, не поймут моих намерений. Я вижу в ELEX особенную силу. Мы используем ее только в своих машинах. Но мне кажется, что ELEX может улучшить и самих людей. Дело лишь в том, что до сего момента никто не осмеливался испытать пределы возможностей ELEX. Задокументированы случаи, в которых ELEX не приводил к дегенерации подопытных. По результатам исследования все дело в силе воли. Именно она определяет, что ELEX делает с человеком. Достаточно сильного ментального человека ELEX может наделить могуществом. Мне кажется, я достаточно силен. Мои эксперименты неплохо продвигаются. Я смог вычислить дозировку, к которой мое тело особенно адаптировалось. Я действую очень осторожно, но скоро мне не придется скрывать свою работу. Скоро я оставлю этот мир позади. Мой разум достиг новых высот, ведь теперь его не отвлекают бесполезные, губительные эмоции. Я уже поделился своим секретом с несколькими избранными. Самым сильным я проверил на совместимость. Бледность кожи в результате процедур может оказаться трудно скрывать. Возможно, кое-кто уже ее заметил. С ростом моей силы растет и риск, но единственное логическое решение – завершить мои труды. Исследование свойств ELEX. Климатические изменения. Мои исследования климата Старого Мира привели меня к любопытному заключению. ELEX повлиял на температуру Магалана, изменив наш климат. До падения кометы регион, который мы называем Ксакор, обладал мягким климатом, как в Обесе. За последние десятилетия, однако, температура на Магалане заметно выросла. Ледяные пейзажи современного Ксакора возникли за относительно короткий срок. Причина этого должно быть кроется в ELEX. Снижение температуры значительно ускорилось с момента, когда Альбы начали собирать ELEX и перевозить его в Ксакор. Что еще нам известно об ELEX? Описание календарного года. Новый календарь Магалана. Календарь – важная опора мирового порядка. После падения кометы предыдущий календарь потерял всякий смысл. Оправившись от катастрофы, мы начали работу над новым, более актуальным календарем. Последователи Каалана увидели в этом его мудрость. Каждый год теперь состоит из 11 месяцев, одинаковой длительности. Отсчет дат будет производиться со дня падения кометы. Этот год будет считаться нулевым. Отсчет старшего врача 1. Отсчет потери. 77-й день после катастрофы. У людей, имевших контакт с зараженным водой, начали проявляться различные симптомы. Я пока жду отсчетов врачей. 78-й день после катастрофы. Мутации. Бледная кожа, эмоциональная холодность, боли в конечностях. Мы изолировали всех пострадавших и отслеживаем их состояние. 79-й день после катастрофы. Первая смерть. Суицид. Остальные пострадавшие переведены под постоянное наблюдение. 80-й день после катастрофы. всех пострадавших наблюдаются различные расстройства сознания. Большинство постепенно угасают. Только один пострадавший сохранил ясность мышления. 81-й день после катастрофы. Агрессия. Неуправляемая физическая сила. Пострадали несколько сотрудников. Вынужденная эвтаназия всех, кроме одного пациента. Клиническая картина подопытного опять развивается совершенно иначе. Есть несколько теорий. Ничего конкретного. Запланировано вскрытие всех умерших. 82-й день после катастрофы. ELEX признан высокотоксичным веществом. Подопытный опять дал добро на продолжение испытаний. Рациональное мышление не пострадало. Эмоциональные центры в мозгу полностью изменились. При работе с ELEX используется максимальный уровень секретности. Вскрытие выявило глубокую физическую мутацию у всех пострадавших. Редкие болезни. Серая смерть. Многие выжившие после падения кометы заразились серой смертью. В отсутствие лечения эта болезнь приводит к медленной смерти в 99% случаев. Симптомы: раздражение, сильные головные боли, головокружение и инсульт в завершающем этапе. Лечение: оральный прием лекарства, произведенного из газового зонтика и серой капусты.
They're only saying that to keep control of you. I don't believe that.
cure. There. This is the gas symbol I needed. I have instructions for a potion that will cure Great Death.
Really? I've heard something about that, but I have never seen the recipe.
If I bring you the ingredients, can you make it?
Well, it depends on the processes required, but it would be my duty to try.
I'll bring you the ingredients. I have the ingredients to make the cure for the Great Death.
And I presume you have a sufferer in mind, which means there is no time to waste. I will prepare the medicine now. You can wait if you like. It won't take long. Here, your potion. I would be interested to know if it works.
You don't think it will?
Oh, I'd give it a high probability of success. At least 70%. The potion has all the right characteristics, but without patience and study, I can't be certain of its effectiveness.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you for the instructions. They are sure to come in handy in the future.
Just what will happen if we all begin?
Here, I have something for you. A potion.
What? What potion? What's it for?
You know what it's for.
Some raptor shit from the cleric's archives? And now you expect me to swallow this raptor shit?
It's a cure. Get it down your neck and stop complaining.
It even smells like raptor shit.
Drink it.
You drink it.
I'm not the one who's ill.
You really think this is a cure? What happens when it doesn't work? Then will you leave me alone?
Then we'll kick the ass of anyone left in Zakor.
Right. Piss off. Let me think about this in peace.
Just forget it.
It'll rain at Tavar before that happens.
They only care about shards. You know that.
Hey, you. Listen,
Took the medicine?
Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you.
That you now feel better because it works, and you're Eternally grateful.
Full of yourself, aren't you?
Yes.
Are you going to stop gloating and tell me what comes next?
Gather the free people, defeat the Alps, and free Magalan.
And you want me along? Ready for the fight?
Let's get on with it.
I wonder what this place used to be.
The converters you wanted destroyed. There are no more active converters. I shut them all down.
Then, on behalf of the free people, I thank you. The converters are the worst thing your people ever did to us. Well, I say your people, but perhaps you have earned my trust enough to separate you from the Albs and Zakor. Perhaps we can work together. It seems you can deliver on your word. I would not have thought it possible for anyone to shut down all of the converters. Your deeds will be remembered by all the free people. We have a real chance to win the war now. Now we take the war to the hybrid. Now the hybrid must die, so everyone can be free.
You want to kill the hybrid?
Kill or convert. My studies indicate that mana will poison him. Kill him if we must. But there is also a chance we can change him with it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. First, you've got to tell me your plans.
Very well. But there's much to discuss. Ask your question, and I will see if I can answer.
And so, full circle. Sent to Thorold from the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth. And now I return. The hybrid stronghold that I defended for so long, unquestioning, serving the hybrid in my addiction to ELEX. But what is it that Zakor is really defending? Thorold wants to strike at the hybrid by destroying the ELEX that feeds it. But what is the hybrid using the ELEX for? Has his vision failed, leaving me to act outside the directive? Or am I merely part of his greater plan? Who planned the failure of my mission? Did they want me to die? Or did they want Thorold to live? And so, full circle. Sent to hybrid, I go back to the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth. How are you?
Life is good.
So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Alps. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Alb's biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
Killing the hybrid is the only way to save Magellan. For all his knowledge and power, he must answer for what he has done. Whatever his plan is, it can't be worth the damage he's caused.
I agree. While there is a chance we could stop the fighting and keep his knowledge, we would be risking all of Magellan to try. We can hope the mana will heal him, as it is healing Magellan. Maybe we could force him onto a different path, but the safety of the planet must come first, even if that means killing him.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
Why would he come there? Calyx is not one to give up an advantage in a fight alone.
Is there any way you can discredit him? Get his own people to reject him?
No. Calyx is untouchable. He's practically worshipped. Otherwise, he would not have become an Elexitor. The trust of the hybrid is not earned easily. People know that.
Then look into his past. Speak to your father. Perhaps he could tell you something that would help. No one as ambitious as Calyx is without fault.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the ELEX?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magellan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
That was pretty lousy.
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
Kaya will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
Are you sure you are ready for this?
Are you? Are you sure this will work?
You're not the only mage, Kaya. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain. 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
You should begin the experiment now.
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We were close, but Zarda must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Kaya, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What about Kaya?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation. So why did he kidnap her? Zarda must have seen the same power in Kaya that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you think Zarda has taken Kaya?
Zekor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What if Zarda wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that ELEX itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And ELEX is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Kaya thought ELEX could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That ELEX is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Kaya is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on ELEX, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaya just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What will you do now that the experiments failed?
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zekor. You said that we are fighting for the same cause. So, we must take that fight to the hybrid. And, for the hope of all Magalan, we must be victorious.
Follow me.
All right.
Commander.
Thanks, you.
Well, this is all fucked, isn't it?
Cause trouble?
Now, if we could move that to the fort, we would never have to worry about the Alps or the clerics again. I wonder if I could steal it.
You want to steal the dome?
There's not much in this world that can't be stolen.
There's no chance of you stealing that thing. Good.
Fucking countryside.
Письмо ученого. Амулет странствий. Если вы это читаете, то меня должно быть давно уже нет в живых. Сколько себя помню, меня занимала комета. С одной стороны, она причиняла колоссальные разрушения, а с другой принесла нам невероятное могущество в виде Элекса. Она стала символом нашей смерти и перерождения. Долгие годы я изучал эффект, который комета произвела на окружающую среду, и то, как ее фрагменты оказались разбросаны по всем окрестностям. В поисках ее ядра я наткнулся на богатейшие залежи Элекса. Предыдущие изыскания дают основное полагать, что ядро должно обладать крайне высокой плотностью и особыми свойствами. Я не рискнул сунуться в кратер. Чем дальше забираешься, тем сильнее радиационный фон и выше концентрация ядовитых газов. Однако в моих странствиях мне удалось найти кусочек ядра кометы. Я запечатал его и закрепил на цепочке, прежде чем спрятал его в тайнике. Тот, кому удастся повторить мой путь, и кто способен по достоинству оценить возможности ядра кометы, сможет воспользоваться им себе на благо. Удачи, незнакомец.
I'm in.
Did someone tell you could come in here?
The prophet Ovid warns of the apocalypse that will come.
He wouldn't have been punished for that in the
I heard
past,
about
but
this place,
his
but
mistake.
Shards
Now
and
he's
This makes the
beautiful.
fort look like a paradise.
Teach.
Yeah.
Заметки Евы. Заметки Евы. Снова приходил один из легатов Рейнхольда. Искал книги. Он утверждает, что это ересь против Каалана. Я ничего им не отдам. Эти книги оставили мне мой отец. Это все, что напоминает мне о нем. Мне было сказано, что меня не пустят в архивы, пока я не расстанусь с книгами. Но видит Каалан, эти книги никому не принесут вреда.
Okay, now it'll get interesting. Haha, fight!
I'm in. I'm in.
The people want an explanation. They want to know why the project failed. Where is the salvation that they were promised?
What do they want to hear? The bitter truth is that we have failed. We can't get people off this world in time.
We can't tell them that.
Of course we can't. We can't tell them that we weren't even close. They want meaning, so let's give it to them. Let us take this project and make it last forever. The people look to the stars for salvation, and so let them find it there.
Arvid, what are you talking about?
Salvation from the stars, a truth to lead people through the darkness. Kalan will lead them all.
Мемуары доктора Докинса 3. Мои исследования. Идея, однако, быстро начала терять изначальную чистоту. Руководство Бескрайних Небес настаивало на вмешательстве в проект. Каждый хотел спастись. Все больше людей узнавало о проекте. Появились проблемы с топливом, продовольствием, воздухом, со всеми ключевыми параметрами. Мы пытались забрать слишком многих. Я неоднократно предупреждал, что проект чересчур разрастается, что отбор должен быть жестким, но никто не хотел соглашаться жертвовать собой ради общего блага. Стало очевидно, что конструкция Калана нас больше не устраивает, ему просто не удастся взлететь. Я решил начать собственный проект, собрал как можно больше данных и тайно приступил к работе. В случае неудачи Калана я сам смог бы отправить человечество на новый виток эволюции. Мои знания позволили бы тем, кто выживет в катастрофе, стать новым будущим для нашего вида. Я создал запечатанную капсулу, способную сохранить жизни тем, кто окажется внутри, когда упадет комета. Они смогли бы выйти из нее и жить, пользуясь запасами из капсулы. Чем ближе становился этот день, тем меньше я занимался Кааланом. Я готовился открыть миру истину и выбрать тех, кому предстоит укрыться в капсуле. Мемуары доктора Докинса 4. Мое исследование. Мои собственные слова вышли мне боком, и в результате я был уволен с проекта Каалана. На мое место взяли какого-то другого. Однако к этому моменту мой собственный проект был завершен. Я готов действовать, однако я нажил себе могущественных врагов, которые стремятся заткнуть мне рот. Я слишком много знаю, мне придется залечь на дно. Я подготовился к этому моменту, мое спасение гарантировано, однако других с собой я взять не смогу. Риск слишком велик. Слепые фанатики в бескрайних небесах погибнут, поскольку Каалан не готов выполнить свою задачу. Великая ракета, которая должна была унести нас в безопасность, никогда не взлетит. Я расскажу всему миру о том, что у нас был шанс спастись. Я открою правду и буду наблюдать, как мир разорвет себя на части. Мемуары доктора Докинса 5. Мое наследие. Широкой публике было объявлено, что им осталось недолго жить, что правительства и корпорации давно знали о нашем участии и держали людей в неведении, тем самым обрекая человечество на вымирание. Зачем предупреждать их об опасности? Затем, что у каждого человека есть право наилучшим образом распорядиться отведенным ему временем? И кто знает, люди изобретательны, кто-то из них, возможно, даже невероятным образом выживет. Разразившаяся паника мне только на руку. Бескрайним небесам теперь не до меня. Они вынуждены сосредоточиться на Каалане. Они все еще надеются на него. Но момент упущен. Естественный отбор. Я выбрал тех, кому предстоит выжить, и я выбрал самого себя. Я пытался их спасти, но они отказались от этой возможности. Они отвернулись от логики ради эмоций, что обвинит меня в том, что я не захотел умирать вместе с ними. Завтра я проникну в свою старую лабораторию и запущу программу капсулы. Все готово. Завтра мир изменится. Новые люди придут, чтобы стать правителями Магалана. Пожелтевший дневник. Каалан. Арвид вот ведь тварь. Он пытался замести следы нашего фиаско. Хочет запудрить бедным людям мозги россказнями про несуществующего бога. Я сказал ему, что можно взять на себя ответственность, сделать выводы из своих ошибок и двигаться дальше. Наш научный подход оказался недостаточно зрелым, но некоторым удалось выжить. Как можно быть свидетелями конца света и при этом водить выживших за нос, как глупых детей? Я ничего не могу поделать. Людьми слишком легко манипулировать. Дашь им иллюзию надежды, и они слепо за нее хватаются. Но я ничего не забуду. Я открою тем, кто придет после меня, истину о том, что такое на самом деле Каалан. Кто-нибудь мои подсказки найдет, кто-нибудь достаточно умный для того, чтобы разгадать эту загадку. Настанет день, и люди узнают правду. Это конец. Арвид послал за мной своих прислужников, но они не помешают мне завершить начатое. Победа останется за Арвидом. Я не могу раскрыть глаза всем этим слепцам. Мой конец уже близок. Они бросили меня здесь умирать. Если вы читаете эти строки, то я могу обрести покой, ведь кто-то разгадал мою загадку и узнал истину. Записка. Бесконечная болезнь. Он сегодня опять ушел раньше. Говорит, что снова болен. То, что он живет в 2 шагах от дока, еще не значит, что подобное должно сойти ему с рук. Если он столько болеет, нужно проверить его генетический профиль. Таким, как он, не место в этой программе. Недовольное замечание. Запрос. Дорогая компания «Бескрайние небеса», мы работаем 14-15 часов в день, чтобы завершить этот проект. Мы работаем без перерывов и уже не первый месяц, без выходных. Если так пойдет и дальше, нам придется объявить забастовку. Если вы хотите этого избежать, давайте сдвигать сроки и перепланировать работу. План работ. План работ 27.11. Начать установку средних панелей в отсеке B2. Галиан, Сьюзан и Дин. Стресс-тесты материалов панелей. Шон. Завершить установку внешних панелей в отсеке B1. Себастьян и Регина. Встреча после обеденного перерыва. Ведущий механик С. Арвид. Протокол запуска. Список. Уровень 1. Ввод топлива, элементов готово. P0. Проверка мощности готова. R0. Бустер готов. R0. Телеметрия готова. R1. Навигации нет. R1. Система связи капсул нет. R2. Стабилизаторы полета нет. R-1. Джейн, в списке остались проблемы, посмотри еще раз. И скажи техникам, чтобы разобрались наконец со стабилизаторами. А то такими темпами мы ничего не успеем. Служебная записка для летного персонала. Инструкции. Если первые пассажиры появятся уже в первую неделю, окажите им теплый прием. Мы хотим все продемонстрировать, что относится к проекту со всей серьезностью. Если пассажиры нервничают, вы можете дать им одну из овальных таблеток. Красные таблетки используются в случае панической атаки. Синие таблетки помогут пассажирам уснуть. Разумеется, в избежании неудобных вопросов никто не должен заметить факт приема таблетки. Лучше всего будет растворить препарат в воде. Список дел, напоминания. Купить еду, оплатить счета, дать технику пинка в сторону стабилизаторов, заглянуть в банк, требовать с босса доступ к системе безопасности, подумать, как затащить сюда Майка, не помешает спросить у босса.
Let's find some action.
How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Elves built this kind of Raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Elf maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. Here, I got the replacement control jet for the Raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
I need that Raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
This Raider is the only chance to stop the Alb attack.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. You'll get the Raider when I'm ready. And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the Raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Alright, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way, I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I will have to confront my brother Calyx sooner or later. The Elexitors must fall.
Right. You think you're strong enough for that?
I don't know. We will see.
Right. Don't get killed. I mean that. And not just because you dying would land the rest of us in the shit. I've, you know, got used to having you around.
You asshole!